Hey, good morning. So it's Sunday, and yeah, last night America bombed Iran. We bombed the shit out of them. We didn't just back up Israel's and give them weapons so they could do it. Now we actually flew our own planes with our own pilots and our own bombs into Iran and bombed the shit out of them using those 30,000 pound bunker busters. And J.D. Vance, well, he ended up having his own little Colin Powell moment. If you don't know the Colin Powell moment, let me explain it real quick. In 2003, when we were about to attack Iraq, Colin Powell, who was a very respected general, got up in the UN and he said yes, that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. He promised it was true and told the world that. Now, of course, he was lying. And in subsequent years, he admitted he was lying. He said it was the greatest mistake he had ever made in his life to lie to the American people, but that's how it works. Once the president makes a decision, the Joint Chief of Staff, the generals, the cabinet members, the vice president, they have to back him up. They have to basically, even when they know the decision is wrong, they can't say it's wrong. I guess they're afraid of losing their jobs. Hell, I'm retired. I lost my job. Maybe they should just collect Social Security and be fine with that. But they live a richer lifestyle than I do. But anyway, JD was on CNN last night. I think it was CNN. And let me just play this for you real quick. This is a lady there asking JD a direct question, and watch how he answers.
And we're almost out of time. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard said in March that, quote, Iran is not building a nuclear weapon. Democratic Senator Mark Warner, the vice chair of the Intelligence Committee, said he was briefed on Monday that, quote, the intelligence hasn't changed. So why launch this strike now? Has the intelligence changed, Mr. Vice President?
Well, a couple of things about that, Kristen. So what Tulsi said back in March is that Iran was producing highly enriched uranium that was only consistent with them wanting to build a nuclear weapon. There's, of course, an open question about whether they were weeks away, whether they were months away, but they were way too close to a nuclear weapon for the comfort of the President of the United States, which is why he took...
I'm going to leave it there. He didn't answer the question. You notice Tulsi said they're not building a nuclear weapon. And he countered that with, well, they're enriching uranium. You know how many countries enrich uranium? Google it. Brazil is enriching uranium. Argentina is enriching uranium. The Netherlands, Germany, France, Britain, Japan is enriching uranium. It's very common for countries to enrich uranium because they use it for nuclear power. A lot of countries are now moving towards nuclear power as opposed to gas and oil. America kind of is, kind of isn't, but we also enrich uranium for nuclear power. So I just thought that was fascinating to me because JD's against this. He's kind of voiced that. You hear things where he's basically saying, we're America first. You're supposed to be the president of peace. But once Trump makes a decision, JD has to lie to you. He has to gaslight you and tell you, again, not answer the question, just sidestep the question and answer with something that's completely irrelevant. And this is a mistake, but what am I even doing here? I've got 200 subscribers. Probably half of those forgot that they actually subscribed to my channel. So nobody listens to me. I'm just over here blabbing. If Charlie Kirk and Tucker Carlson and Matt Walsh and all these people with millions and millions of subscribers, and they're speaking up and saying something, and they can't change it, then obviously this stupid little video is not going to change anything. So no, tonight I'll be at Side Splitters in Tampa. If you want to come see me, I'll be doing hilarious comedy, talking about divorces and marriage and oral sex with grandmas, and yeah, I'll pretend like nothing has happened because there's not a damn thing I can do about it. But just remember that you were warned that there are people like me, only with a lot more subscribers, that have told you this is a huge mistake. This was an unprovoked attack on a sovereign nation, and it's going to end up just, it's not going to be good. I mean, Iraq didn't end up good. They have no functioning government. Libya is probably the most primitive, horrible country in the world right now with open slave markets. Yeah, Afghanistan is still a bunch of warlords, pretending like they're. It's not even a country. Afghanistan isn't. Syria is being headed by the former warlord from Al Qaeda, who's now suddenly our friend. I don't really get that either. But yeah, we've never learned the lesson. We never will. The American government just gaslights us into wars, and we just go on living our lives. So, hey, if you can't make it to Side Splitters tonight, I'll be at McCurdy's in St. Pete's, just below Tampa, on Sunday the 3rd. So you can come see me over there, and I'll be hilariously funny. But I'll actually be kind of really depressed and disappointed in my country. And whatever. Have a good Sunday, guys.